You think racing's got a tired beat? Wrong! Some cars don't just join the playlist, they are the entire soundtrack. They shattered the old records, remixed the rules, and became actual legends. We're talking about the most insane chart toppers from Japan that laid down killer tracks on circuits and streets everywhere. Alright, what is up, Tuner fam? Today we are spinning the globe to Japan, the land of JDM, to drop the needle on 3 absolute anthems. And trust me, these aren't just fast cars. These are the rides that crashed the establishment's playlist, rewrote the score, and made everyone's heads bang. They hit the scene with crazy new tech. It was like hearing a new genre from another planet, and power so insane it was unfair to the opening acts. We're gonna see how these beasts, including the one and only Godzilla of the track, didn't just collect gold records. They completely remixed motorsport and then took over car culture everywhere, just because their tune was that infectious. First up, we've got the ultimate headliner, the myth, the legend, the Nissan Skyline GT-R. We're talking the R32, R33, and R34, a whole dynasty of pure sonic dominance. The R32 crew, it exploded onto the scene in the early 90s and completely dominated the group of racing charts, especially in Japan and Australia. They called it Godzilla for a reason. It was a monster track from Japan, literally destroying everything in its path. But it wasn't just raw power, even though its legendary RB26 Det Twin Turbo had a baseline that could shake mountains. No. The real secret weapon was its crazy Atiza ETS all-wheel drive. This system was so rhythmically smart it sent power to the perfect wheel at the perfect beat. The grip? Absolutely off the charts. The handling. It left other cars, even other all-wheel drives, struggling to find the rhythm. It wasn't just winning. It was making everyone else look like they were playing off-key, so much that they literally had to change the whole composition to give anyone else a chance. And the GT-R's setlist continued with the R33 and R34 dominating Super GT and those insane endurance festival stages. Godzilla didn't just own the main stage though. That monster RB26 engine and the AWD system, pure platinum for tuners. People instantly realized you could get crazy horsepower out of them, remixing them for unique builds. It became a street anthem, a beast in time attacks, and an epic drift symphony. And you know we have to talk about its fast and furious feature that made it a god-tier car for fans everywhere. The Skyline GT-R, more than a car, it was a total power anthem. Alright, next up on the playlist, the Toyota Supra, the A80, the MK4, whatever you call it, it's a legend. If the GT-R was Godzilla, the Supra was the studio wizard with an unbreakable sampler, and that sampler was the Insane 2 JZ GTE engine. Seriously, this twin-turbo straight six is famous for one thing, being crazy overbuilt, ready for any remix. Tuners could throw absurd power at it, like over 1,000 horsepower on stock internals, and the 2JZ would just eat it up and ask for more tracks. On the track, the MK4 Supra was absolutely no joke either. It was a beast in the Japanese Grand Touring Car Championship, JGTC, which later became Super GT. That perfectly balanced chassis and the Monster 2 JZ engine? A platinum-selling combo that showed Toyota could battle and often outperformed the European titans. It proved Japan wasn't just a guest feature. They were there to completely dominate the charts. But just like the GT-R, the Supra's real legacy exploded on the streets and in the tuning shops. That 2JZ? It became the core of so many insane street builds and drag strip monsters. Needed huge, reliable power for your next project? The Supra was the go-to beat. Then boom! The Fast and the Furious hits, and that orange Supra? Instantly iconic. Everyone wanted to sample its style. It wasn't just about being fast, it was about what it could become. A monster. As long as that monster was laying down lightning-fast times and looked incredible. The A80 Supra basically cemented the 2JZ as one of the greatest tuner engines of all time, a true Hall of Famer. And last, but definitely not least, let's talk about the Mazda RX-7, especially that jaw-dropping FD3S model. This car was the ultimate indie artist, the rebel of the airwaves. While everyone else was using the same old piston-driven beats, the RX-7 was out here with its completely unique twin-turbo rotary engine, the 13B REVOLUTIONIZED. It was small, light, and screamed with a high RPM voice, giving the RX-7 a sound and feeling like nothing else on Earth. On the track, the FD RX-7 was a serious threat with its unique rhythm. Super light, an almost perfect 50 weight balance, and that insanely rev-happy rotary, it made it a born racer, a natural headliner. It crushed it in JGTC in Japan and even blew minds in IMSA GTU racing in the US, proving the rotary could survive those super long, brutal festival sets. Huge props to Mazda for sticking with such a crazy, unique instrument. Off the track, the FD RX-7 is pure cult classic status. That design? Still an absolute showstopper, a timeless melody even today. For tuners, drifters, and anyone who just loves the art of driving, the RX-7 is 24-karat gold. And that sound, that brap 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 of a modded rotary, you know it when you hear it. It's an unmistakable audio signature. It's loved for its laser-sharp handling, how much insane stuff you can do to it, and just that pure, unfiltered connection between driver and car. The RX-7 FD wasn't just about boring stats. It was about the entire experience, driver, car, and that crazy rotary engine screaming its unique song together. It proved that being different and bold can make you an absolute legend in the automotive concert hall. So, there you have it! The Nissan Skyline GT-R, the Toyota Supra MK4, and the Mazda RX-7 FD. These JDM Kings weren't just fast, they were absolute game changers, the kind that inspire new genres. End of story. They showed up with crazy tech, unbelievable performance, and a whole new energy that put the old guard on notice. Their impact didn't just stay on the track, oh no! They exploded the global tuning scene, became movie stars, and still get car fans super hyped today like a timeless hit. They didn't just enter the race, they owned the stage and became total icons. Alright, that's our set list of the top 3 JDM game changers. But what do you think? Which one of these legends is your absolute favorite track? Did we miss a car that deserves to be on this bill? Smash those comments down below. Let's get this epic JDM debate started like a mosh pit. And hey, if you love this video, destroy that like button, slam subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next crazy video drop. See ya.